process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself downfield after he got all he can out of a sprint.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Visitors, nothing.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Buster Morrow. That's good.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And again the footwork. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On second down now, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Intended for Nelson.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Carr's pass.
And down he'll go at the 25. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the defense. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Visitors, nothing.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We begin this challenge in the 2nd quarter with only 30 seconds remaining. You're up by 10 points, but you've driven into opponent territory, and it's 3rd and 6. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And it's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you. And the offense gets set here for a 3rd down play. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now we know that this is a guy that doesn't run the ball a whole lot, and for good reason. He doesn't exactly have the best wheels in the game. But when the field is open that much, he has to go because the first down is right out there for him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We begin this challenge in the fourth quarter with less than 3 minutes remaining. You trail by a touchdown. You've got the ball on your own 40 as we get set here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Going for Met. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits. As his guy...
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Oh, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. For 25 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
Saints, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Total relentlessness of consistency, almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever a defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Brees on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 56 yards from down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Visitors 7, Saints nothing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier taken down at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Kamara.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he's going to throw deep back over them. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That's caught by Jackson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Touchdown. Final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Kamara now to return. Half in the book. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
A 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And a loose football. It's going the other way. Stopped at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still
drive there, 18 yards.
And a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 23.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
All right, Coach, thank you. We jump into this challenge in the fourth quarter. Only 5 seconds left, so you probably only have time for one play. You're trailing, but you're in the red zone. 3rd and goal. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win.
17.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. A big play there. 42 yards.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
A tussle for him. This is going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Our extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep it in the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big connection on that one. 56 yards. After run, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 39-yard line.
He's able to hustle it here as he pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Don't stop that motor.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They will find Davis. That's complete.
Bridgewater's
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Bridgewater again.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds. And it'll be spotted. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts. And look at this. Big gain, but fumble. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
14. Visitors, nothing.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. McCaffrey on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard.
First down, Bridgewater. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available,
Sport.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're leading in this one, but your opponent has driven the ball to your 10-yard line. As we get set here, first and goal. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle. Has made it about the 5. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And that is incomplete. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. Second and long. 2 yards the loss. Second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession. Will switch hands, first and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Finding some room at midfield. Open man, it's the longtime Dolphin, Mark Clayton. And touchdown! A big play there. 61 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there. I think those numbers are going to increase.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Rodney Anderson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Minshew. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. You're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point.
Anderson loses the football. It's going the other way. There he goes left side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on for the...
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action, it's Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
6-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Greg Joseph on
this first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This time they stay on the ground. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Jaguars, nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they? That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 73 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they gave up a few. Slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
52's the mark, boys, 52.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get it out near the 4.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 40. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In the end zone.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With another return now, here's Westbrook. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Joseph on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. With another return now, here's Westbrook. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
T.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, his big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Looking to throw it. Minshew looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
After review of the play,
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Wilson wants to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it's going to be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Jaguars 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. To the left side here for Eifert. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's across mid.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the we take a break. And he's got a moonwalk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minshew sets to throw. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
59.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Takes it at the 7. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Jags grab it.